And this is a mystery box.
Or the mystery box.
What's in the box?
Mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Hello everyone, welcome back. With this episode, we will be finishing up this box of comic books, the box of comic books that looked real bad, but hasn't disappointed too much. A lot of these, like Web of Spider-Man 125 and the New Mutants 66, these are comic books from my collection. And then every now and then, Spider-Man 128, which is something from my dad's collection that I went ahead and destroyed. Which is a bummer. This is really banged up, but it's like the Black Cat's new suit. Although that's not a great suit, so. So far, I was just about to say we haven't seen any money books. This is actually, it's not a money book, but it is the first appearance of the White Rabbit, and like some people, it's more valuable than a average $4 or $5 book from this era, and it is real badly chewed up. I think literally on the back here it looks like a mouse got at it, so it's a bummer. But some of it is in really good shape, like Storm and Illyana, Magic 1 and 4. This is Illyana Rasputin, Colossus's little sister, going to an alternate world. Defenders 122 is in pretty good shape. Conan. You know, I don't know if any of these Marvel Universe books are worth anything. Oh, here's one. Amazing Spider-Man 301. McFarlane cover. This is right after the introduction of Venom. It's not bad. It's a little off color because it's white and it's not in a bag. But to be perfectly honest, I don't know if it would have survived well anyway. Given that my folks are both smokers, and even in a bag, it may not have done well. But I'm interested in taking some cotton swabs to this and seeing if I can't get some of that discoloration off of there. Marvel Superheroes Fall Special, virtually destroyed, but not worth anything, so I don't care. X-Man, the Ferret from Malibu. I remember this one, but only because the whole profile of the book is in the Ferret's profile. So it's like cut weird. But that feels like a hardcore Wolverine ripoff. Elflord, Stormquest. Oh, here's an Avengers 230. You know, with the exception of this crease here, not in bad shape. Yellow Jacket no more. New Mutants, Warlock. Here's Daredevil. King Conan. Some early to mid-90s Fantastic Four. Oh, that's cool. Falcon, 1 and 4. Not in great shape, but neat. A fun reader. Ooh, these creases are bumming me out, man. We got Fantastic Four Annual, number 18. Oh, what if Doctor Strange had not become the master of mystic arts? Heroes Return. This is after Onslaught. All the heroes sacrificed themselves to kill Onslaught. And then they came back. Because they always come back. No one ever dies in comic books. The Shadow of Doom, The Thing versus the Hulk. This could be worth something. There is a period of time... The Hulk versus the Thing is one of those fights similar to, you know, Superman's races with the Flash. They fight every now and then. The Hulk always wins, but I don't know. Some people treat it better. Here's Web of Spider-Man 122. Tales of the Sunrunners. Amazing Comics. starting to get to the point where these want to fall over in the box. Alright. Swords of the Swashbucklers from Epic Comics. More Daredevil. More Daredevil. Awesome cover. Daredevil and Black Widow. That is really gorgeous. Here's Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man. Iron Man Annual, number 5. Black Panther versus Killmonger. I don't know, there we go. There it's in focus. Obviously Killmonger here portrayed a little differently than in the movie. King Conan, Spectacular Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Thor 377. Batman Forever, based on the movie. Eradicators, Entropy. I didn't know my dad had this kind of indie stuff in here. I remember it being, you know, predominantly Marvel, with a little DC. Here's the New Mutants. This is the second series, it looks like. Daredevil. Fantastic Four. The New Hellions. This is when the White Queen came in to teach the New Mutants. Ooh, bummer. Avengers vs. X-Men, but real chewed up. This is obviously the first time the Avengers... Not the first time, but this is not the 2017, 2018 comic book event, Avengers versus the X-Men. This is different. Number 1, very chewed up. Number 3, not bad. Here we have Avengers 218 with what appears to be a young child about ready to shoot himself in the head. And it says, "To save the world, this boy must die." I want to figure out what's going on with that, so I'm going to set it aside. Here's What If Mr. Sinister formed the X-Men. Very cool. Wolverine versus Spider-Man. That's fun. Detective Comics, Batman 666. Ooh. This is Nightfall 18. This is when Bane broke Batman's back. Not in great shape, though. Vigilante, more Johnny Quest, 90s Daredevil, 90s Daredevil. You know, I think some of this Daredevil, this is Smith and Quesada. That might be Kevin Smith. There was a point where Kevin Smith wrote some Daredevil comics, but I don't know if this is it. Here's Thor 450. Probably not worth anything. Certainly not worth anything in that condition. And then randomly another Thor 338. This is ridiculous. These keep popping up everywhere. And somehow they manage to be, even when they're in a box full of like banged up comic books, this is in good shape. It's not in a bag, and it's still in good shape. I wish we had a check mark to start counting how many Thor 338s we've pulled out. It's getting ridiculous. We've got Amazing Adventures, the original X-Men, so these are reprintings of the original X-Men. Number 9, certainly not worth an original X-Men number 9, but not bad. I believe this is the first appearance of the Toad in the original X-Men, but obviously here it's different. Some 90s X-Men and then some 80s X-Men. Here's 234, one of my favorite covers. This has got to be Silvestri. Yeah. Love these covers. Super nice. X-Men 30, The Wedding of Scott Summers and Jean Grey. In really bad shape, but check it out, y'all. 94 Fleer Ultra cards. So, you know, given the shape of this comic book, I'm actually probably just going to junk it and pull the cards out of there. That's pretty cool, actually. X-Men 181, Lockheed fighting another dragon. Young Dragons in Love. That's funny. Uncanny X-Men 309. More X-Men. This is certainly my... Well, what this is it's partly my collection. Stuff like this is what I would buy. And then, you know, X-Men 205 is what I rated from the old man's collection. So, I loved the X-Men. This was my favorite comic book when I was a kid. Hunt for Xavier. Uncanny 362. I have a lot of these already in my new personal collection. The collection that I started after I knew how to take care of comic books. New Defenders, New Mutants. But it's a fun nostalgia trip because I can remember reading these comic books. I also loved The Punisher as a kid. So some of my dad's Punisher comics are going to be in here. Daredevil, Uncanny X-Men 371. If I remember right, Volume 1 of the Uncanny X-Men is 1 through 544. Some old Deadpool. Here's Elektra. Brian Michael Bendis and Chuck Austin. Uncanny X-Men 357. Alright, this video is already a little long for this box, but I've just got a small little stack of comics to get through, so I just want to get through them. More Uncanny X-Men. If I remember right, this is actually a fun story. This is where the White Queen takes over Iceman and sort of shows him how powerful he can be. And it's where you learn that Iceman can be an Omega level mutant. Here's Marrow. I really liked her as a character. I wish they had done more with her. She has bony protrusions that she uses as knives and stuff. Really interesting character that they never really got to click. Some Fantastic Four. Garth Ennis Punisher. Always happy to see that. Havoc, X-Factor, Havoc versus... Here's Venom Lethal Protector. Pretty banged up, but if you watched Something Different, the superhero box collection, you know that one of the slabs that I pulled out of that was Venom Lethal Protector 1, signed by basically the entire creative team. Here's X-Men 470, 460. This is when Claremont came back. To try to revitalize the team. Mixed success. Oh, I remember these covers. This is Uncanny X-Men, the Phalanx Covenant. 316. That's cool. Vengeance. This is Gambit. I think Sabretooth hurt Rogue, and so Gambit went to town on him. No powers, just beat him up with his stick. Yeah, this is like seeing my childhood. More Uncanny X-Men. Here's 232. The Brood is back. I would love for them to do the Brood when they start doing X-Men movies again for Marvel, making the X-Men spacefaring superheroes. Bring in the Corsairs. That would be super unexpected. Here's X-Men 390. This is when Colossus cured the legacy virus by injecting himself with the antidote, which killed him. It killed him, but it released an airborne cure to the legacy virus, which was a virus that targeted only mutants. More X-Men. Oh, here's the Onslaught storyline that I was talking about. When they defeated Onslaught, all of the superheroes had to sacrifice themselves. I don't know if you can see Wolverine's costume there, but it's very kind of 90s imagey. It's reminiscent of Max. M-A-X-X. X-Men Unlimited. X-Men Big Trouble in Little Italy. Starring the X-Babies. Because gimmicks. X-Men 95. Here we have Secret Wars 3. In one of these, this is the first, it's interesting that I would find this. This is the first appearance of, I believe, yeah, Titania. That's Titania. And she was just cast. She's going to be appearing in She-Hulk. Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos. That looks like hot trash. Here's X-Force number 1. Peter Parker Spider-Man. This is another one. It's in banged up shape, but we've got those. I don't know if these are supposed to be Fleer cards or what. Whatever. Really chewed up. X-Men, 204, 33, and 321. That's it. That's the end of this box. See? It's empty. This is a dryer sheet so that they don't smell as much like cigarette smoke. So not as bad as I thought. I was really worried about this one. I thought it was going to be really banged up. Obviously, we did see some comics that we wish were in some better shape, but not all bad. And we've still got 2 more long boxes to go. I'm thinking we can get another 6 videos, maybe even 8, if I really stretch them for time. This one I think is getting a little long, but I know you guys don't mind. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go pull some Fleer cards out of this guy and read this, because I want to see what's up with that kid getting ready to shoot himself. In the meantime, you all should subscribe to the channel, or don't. But there's obviously more content coming. So thanks everyone for watching, and I really appreciate it. I'm loving all the comments and stuff. I like going through my childhood with people watching. It's fun. So thanks, and I will see you for the next video. Goodbye.